Hello, my name is Lisa Kirikides and I'm here with Emily Lee, conductor, clinician, ringer, solo ringer, administrator, and Emily is the clinician for Canada Rings at the Kamloops, BC location. So welcome, Emily.
Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you.
So tell us, how did you get started with handbells?
Well, I have my first glimpse of handbells when I was 15, when I'm singing in the children's choir. By saying glimpse, which means I didn't have a chance to play with it at all.
But they were playing with the
They
choir?
were playing a few pieces in the choir's concert.
Okay.
So that sound just attracted me, and I'm just waiting for a chance when I can actually touch a bells.
And when did you get that chance?
I get to touch a bell in my last year of high school, where the director brought in a set of chimes. So again, is with the choir. So we played two pieces with the choir chimes. And then my first touch with the handbell is when I entered the college in Baptist.
And did they have some sort of choir there or some sort of program?
Yes, Baptist is the first university which has handbells in Hong Kong.
Oh,
So
great.
I signed up right away when I entered the college, and then since then I never put it down.
Never put down handbells.
Put it down, no.
I understand how that goes.
Yeah,
so was this a course that you took at university or was it an extracurricular thing?
It's a chamber music credit.
Oh,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
So what is it you love about handbells?
The sound is heavenly. The connection that we made when we make music with people is amazing. It is very different. I'm a pianist. I also play percussion and some flute, but handbell is never comparable to the other instrument because you need other people to play with you, and that cooperation is so unique and amazing.
Yeah, I always call it's the ultimate musical team, right?
Yes.
We need each other to make the music.
Yes.
So you're from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And of course, then you took off and you became very involved in handbells in Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So since I started playing handbells after I graduate, I want to keep playing, but there's no other community choir that we can join at that time. So the only way is to form your own group. So the director of Baptist, he has a used set of Schumann bells. So we just pull the resources together and purchase it, and then start Gloves Handbell in 1996.
Wow.
And so, and since then, a group of adult musicians and myself, we get together, and I step up to be the director. And that's how I started. And then I took the baton from my director in Baptist a few years later, and then I directed the college bell ensemble as well.
Wow.
So since then, I have more chance to get in touch with the local groups or people who had rung bell, but at that time, handbell is actually dying out in the city because we don't have the resources, we don't have the training, we don't have the support. So what people have is when my director, he's a minister from the States, so he brought in the resources, and that's all we have. And so without the internet in the past, so it's very difficult when we are on the east, but with little support. And so at that time, I get to know the Handbell musicians of America, and then I was introduced to the seminar. I was introduced to the graduate program in Concordia University, where I study at, and so that just opened a new door for me. And a whole new world of handbell was right in front of me. And so how can I make it extinguish? So my passion was ignited on my first symposium experience in Makuhari, Japan, in 1998.
Right.
So I said, oh wow, there's so many people playing bells. This is the handbell world. And so, okay, I wish one day we will have this many ringers to join this occasion or even host this occasion. So that's the seed.
Was
plant.
Hong Kong part of the international committee at that point?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. There are only 4 people in Hong Kong who go to that symposium
Wow.
in Gloves Handbell, and there are I think 2 or 3 from the Baptist church at that time. That's us. But it is a very important moment for me, and it's so inspiring, and so okay, and then I start to learn more seriously with teachers from abroad, and then I brought new ideas back to Gloves Handbell and have them be my guinea pig. And
Lucky them.
and so that's how I started my handbell conducting journey. And then when my students graduate, they want to start handbell as well. So they start to ask, where do we get the resources? Where do we buy bells? Where do we find the music? And then it came to me, I think, okay, I cannot let it die out again. I want to reverse what we are having right now. So I make a decision to quit my university teaching job. And I say, okay, I'm going to dedicate myself to in handbells.
Wow.
So that's 2004 when I decided to leave the university and then to start the Handbell Academy.
All right. Tell us about the Handbell Academy.
Yeah, so the academy is an idea where I want people to know that handbell is a musical instrument. You need to learn. It's just not picking 2 bells and ring it. There are theories, there are techniques, there's so much knowledge behind, and they're also a great art form. Is more than just you hear that on Christmas and where Santa Claus bells, where people always misinterpret what handbell is. So I just want to let them know it's a serious art. You can learn it, you can progress. There is a future. And even with the director, you can have a future, because when you have more knowledge, when you have a very strong foundation, you can lead the group very far.
So at the academy, were you training directors as well as ringers?
Yes. So I started with ringers from 3 years old
3
to
years old.
80s. So everyone can ring is the motto of the academy. So I think, okay, no matter, because we have so many handbell instruments, right? We have the calico bells, we have the bell plate, we have chimes, and we have bells. So these families members, they can accommodate with different age group and people. So we train the student on one side, and on the other side I want more directors, because I cannot do everything, so I need to pass it out. So we also train directors. So for anyone who wants to start a group, or they are having a group at school or church, they can come.
And did you model it after the Handbell Musicians of America program? Somewhat, yeah.
Some, yeah. Basically, the first thing I want to do is everything should start right. You just don't put pillows to put bells on. You need a foam. We have tables, we have mallets, we have music stands. So the logistic is also very important to be a part of your success. So we want people to start it right and with the right equipment. So the academy also provide the hardware for the people. So we sell the instrument, and we also provide other necessary accessories and equipment. So they can
Amazing.
just come. Okay, here's the package. So take it, and you won't get it wrong. And then on the other hand, I trained the directors on the pedagogies of teaching. They need to at least know the technique, and I encourage them to take the course. So they need to be a ringer themselves.
Absolutely.
And then they can teach properly.
I totally agree with that philosophy. I think you need to be on both sides of the table to understand things.
Yes.
You need to know what the ringer's experience is, and makes you a
Yes.
better director. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So eventually, though, Canada got lucky and you moved here. And when was that? That was in
To 2022.
2022, sort of at the end of COVID.
Yes. Yes.
And so now you're part of Canada. So we're lucky we have you here in Ontario. So what's that been like for you to move to a totally different country and a whole different handbell system, I guess? And you know, you're still involved in the academy though, right? Back in
Yes,
Hong Kong?
Yeah, they're still my baby.
Yeah, of course.
So in Canada, it's not so strange to me because my father lived here for many years, and when I'm really living in Ontario, I'm so glad that I get in touch with Ogre. So and the first festival in Ogre in Kingston is a blast because it was right after COVID, and I still see 250 people on the ground, and to rain, and the passion that I can feel from the floor is absolutely amazing. And I'm glad that I was invited to be the mastering director in the next Ogre Festival in Hamilton last year, and I also have the chance to go to Calgary, to Edmonton, and Manitoba for their festival. So one of the things that still makes me smile today is the visiting of in Calgary to Lethbridge, where they have a very strong school program in that town. So I was so amazed, and it was so delightful to see so many young ringers. They are starting, they have the passion, they were so eager to learn, they were so cute because my passion is also with youth. The highlight of the academy is the Hong Kong Youth Handbell Ensemble. So working with youth, I see the future.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I'm glad that I'm here now. And another highlight that I have is to premiere the concerto for castings on Handbells by Michael Glasgow.
Yes.
With the Counterpoint Orchestra in downtown Toronto.
Yes.
So that was a very, very challenging piece, and
as most of Michael's work is.
Yes. But yes, that is the highlights that I'm glad and I'm grateful for the opportunity to continue my solo ringing.
And how long have you been playing cymbals?
Since then.
Since then, yes. So you just learned it.
Yeah, it's a fairly new instrument to me.
Yes.
And this is the first piece that I'm working on.
Wow.
So
amazing. Amazing, because you're a beautiful solo ringer. So
thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. So you are one of our clinicians for Canada Rings, which we're so happy about, and you're going to Kamloops, BC.
Yeah.
And so I guess what I would ask you is, if I was to attend the Friday night and Saturday, what do you hope I would get out of that experience working with you and participating in Canada Rings?
I liked to inspire people. And I like to tell stories through ringing. And now one thing that I'm very passionate on is to explore the expressiveness of handbells. So I wish people who attend my workshops can experience the magic of handbells in your hand. It's not just a sound, but they have a spectrum of tone colors. And if you're a conductor, I hope you will be amazed what you can do with your sticks to pull up the music through knowing how to connect with your body and know how to be aware of what is in the music. So I have been working on this topic for over 10 years with my youth ensemble, and I can see a very, very different outcome. So I look forward to share that with people. We are using the Laba method.
Yeah, well, they'll be very lucky to hear all of that. I wish I was going to British Columbia to hear you, but you're in Ontario, so I'll get to hear you another time. So just to wrap up, can you give me a highlight or two from your career, your wonderful long career? What would be some highlights for you of things that you have done?
I think to be the first Chinese in a lot of the international podium, which I conduct the festivals and big events. Conducting the Distinctive Bronze East in 2024 is my highlight in my conducting career.
Yes.
Because that's the event which when when I was younger, when I first started handbells, and I was so thrilled when I can ring there. But stepping on that podium is a very, very true honor.
Wow, magic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it was amazing. Well, thank you very much for talking with us
Thank you.
today, and can't wait to hear how Canada Rings and Kamloops, BC goes.
Yeah, I look forward to that too.
Okay.
Thank you.